Peter Bleacher leads tonight. My first question goes to you. Peter Bleacher, a lot of people think that the government of India is deliberately not trying to get Kim Davy back, because if Kim Davy comes back, the whole pack of cards will fall and all the details of how the central government conspired to bring down a state government will be out. Do you agree with that view?
Yes, I do agree with that view. Yes, indeed. You know, it's been common knowledge for a very, very long time, almost from within a month or so of the arms drop, that Kim Davy was sitting in Copenhagen. But the CBI consistently told the Indian courts, all the way up to the Supreme Court in Delhi, that they didn't know where Kim Davy was. They clearly did know where he was, and there can only be one possible reason why they did that, and that's because they didn't want him to come on trial.
So you're saying the CBI actually deliberately conspired to keep Kim Davy out of India while pretending to the people of India that it's trying as hard as possible?
Well, absolutely. I have a collection of newspaper cuttings from the time where the CBI regularly told the press in India that they were chasing Kim Davy in Australia, in Scandinavia, in America. In reality, they weren't chasing him anywhere at all, that he was sitting in his flat in Copenhagen.
Isn't that shameful, Joginder Singh? Isn't that absolutely shameful that the CBI should try to cover up and fool the people of this country?
First of all, I don't believe a word of what he's saying.
Who's saying?
For the simple reason
Peter
that
Bleach.
Indian police or CBI has no jurisdiction either in Australia or in England or in Denmark. The Interpol had issued lookout notices for him, and it was sent to the local police also. So it is not that we can send somebody itself and say, where is he hiding it here? We have no legal jurisdiction. We can't trespass on another country's territory. And secondly, to say that government of India is party to that, I think is the height of stupidity.
Why?
In a democratically elected government, nothing of this kind can happen.
Really?
At least nothing on the CBI file
you're being
showed because 1996 to 97.
Mr. Bleach, you want to respond to that?
I'm not trying to protect anybody.
One second. Mr. Peter Bleach,
yes, I'll respond to that.
Responding to Joginder Singh on this one, right on top for our viewers joining us tonight. I want to keep recapping the story. 18 years back in your own country, a large amount of arms was airdropped from the sky, and the charge is that this was a conspiracy which the then Congress government under Narasimha Rao was aware of, that this was a conspiracy to somehow try and bring down the communist government in Bengal. Nothing has really been proven. The principal conspirator fled the country. The charges that the government allowed him to flee. Now tonight on the News Hour, Peter Bleach, who was part of that operation, says the CBI was part of the plot to cover up and fool the people of India. CBI Director Joginder Singh says he's
totally wrong, because I was the director at that time and we are investigating it.
Really?
There is no question of fooling. If they were all sentenced here, but it is another policy of the government to pardon Bleach and 5 Lithuanians also.
Mr. Joginder Singh, you're forcing me to ask you a very direct question. I'm going to ask you.
Please do that. Please do that.
If you don't mind. And Peter Bleach respond to this. My information is that the CBI under you used to have a, selective memory, Mr. Joginder Singh. Don't mind my saying so. Is it true?
No.
You're laughing.
You see,
Thank you. I take every smile of yours as a compliment.
It is something to be laughed at.
Thank you.
I mean, there's no question of selective memory. It's all in the files.
Really?
It's all here.
Where was the confessional statement of Peter Bleach, which was typed out by Peter Bleach, which magically resurfaced as part of a CBI investigation, which the CBI earlier said never existed? Peter Bleach, am I correct? Is it true that your confessional statement was available with the CBI, but the CBI said it never existed?
Yes, that's absolutely correct. And let me just respond to what Mr. Joginder Singh said earlier. You know, if he's talking about the height of stupidity, the height of stupidity is for a respected policeman like Mr. Singh to pretend to the Indian people that he doesn't know that the CBI told the Indian courts that Kim Davy was on the run in Africa, in Australia.
Small correction.
That was an absolute flagrant lie, and he knows it.
Made before
it's not a question of what I say, it's a question of what is on the record of the courts.
No, you're right. You may be right.
I told the court in writing
made before
that Kim Davy was not there.
In the court of law.
So,
just check the records of the court, Mr. Singh. Check the records of the court.
No,
Mr. Singh, you're a liar, and you know that.
Before the court, it is admissible.
It's a sad thing when a respected senior police officer like yourself lies to the Indian public on national television, Mr. Singh.
No,
great pity. You should hang your head in shame.
Informing, because I'm very clear about it, that even if you commit a murder in India and go and tell the CBI officer or other police officers that
I'm very clear about it as well, Mr. Singh. You are lying.
No evidentiary value in Indian law. It is so in British law, it is so in American law, it is so in
so I want to understand.
But not in India.
I want to understand, Mr. Joginder Singh.
Yes.
By the way, one second. My research tells me that Joginder Singh, you're very angry tonight, but in July 2011, on an appearance on Times Now, you said that when you were heading the investigation in the case, you were discouraged by the political establishment at the higher levels. In other words, you were under pressure, sir. I want to know who put you under pressure. TSR Subramaniam, I will come to you next. One second. One second, sir, one second. I am going to open up this case.
I never accepted anybody's pressure.
Well, there was pressure.
Political pressure which led to the Lascivians being released.
Okay. So then I want you to tell me who put you under pressure.
Being released here, pardoned by the president or so.
Who put you under pressure? Who pressurized you?
Might have said that in that context.
No, who pressurized you?
It's up to the government here. They are the final authority.
Who pressurized you?
No, nobody pressurized. I'm telling you, I could only draw inference here. Later on in 2004...
No, what is the inference? You said you were under pressure. Who pressurized you?
You see, nobody pressurized me. I don't accept any pressure.
No, but then why did you say you were under pressure at the higher levels?
I said there is no case worth pursuing even now with Kim Davy.
TSR Subramaniam, your view on this one. TSR Subramaniam,
why pick on me?
TSR Subramaniam, your view on this one. We'll get more detail. TSR Subramaniam, what's going on?
Well, Arnab, I don't know why you called me for this particular thing, because two people who know a lot about this case, Bleach and Joginder Singh, are both sitting right next to you. I really have nothing to contribute. But time and again we have this phenomenon. This happened with Anderson in Bhopal after the Bhopal tragedy.
Exactly.
30 years later we are trying to extradite him. Kim Davy 25 years later. Now evidence is unlike good wine, doesn't age well. It has very quick half-life. It dies out, inverse square law, it dies out very, very quickly. For example, in the Kunda case in UP last week, well, it is a policeman was killed. In 72 hours, they should have cracked the case. Now it's gone to CBI. For the next 5 years, we'll be inquiring into this matter. I don't know anything about this particular case. I have nothing to say. I have only two comments to make on this. We have a new CBI director. Maybe he has some new information. Hopefully, he will pursue it. How successfully after 18, 20 years, I do not know.
Well, we'll speed it up. We'll have to put the pressure.
Number one. Now, yes, we should try in every case. And on the same theme, maybe what the new CBI director is doing, possibly, that all the old cases he's trying to see, is there still some life left? Is he going back to the archives?
The man is there. Of course there is life left, Mr. TSR Subramaniam. Kim Davy is a know-it-all.
Yes.
If the question is, do you want to get him to India? 1 second. Mohammed Salim, do you think Joginder Singh is hiding something? Do you think Joginder Singh is hiding something?
I'm not hiding anything.
Yes, of course.
No, sir. I never hide anything.
Yes, of course. And he is the person, I have nothing personal against him, but we remember his famous smile when he brought the papers of Bofors as director, and that time also he was wearing that smile on television camera, and today also we found it. And last time when he said that he did it under pressure, and now he's saying no, but we found that the CBI did nothing. And it's actually, instead of revealing the facts, they were just hiding the information, and time and again when we raised this in Parliament, not only in the court, but the answer came that they are after Mr. Kim Davy, and of course the case was not pursued properly, because now the accused himself is saying that they are co-accusing the government establishment, and unfortunately we are listening from Mr. Peter Bleach, and maybe Kim Davy also say the same thing, because the government of the day at that point of time was in collaborating this entire operation, and that's why Kim Davy was allowed to walk out of the Mumbai airport. and Mr. Peter Bleach and Kim Davy could revisit the country after dropping the arms case when the newspaper reported the entire thing, because they knew nobody is going to touch them here. And now after 18 years of the case, we found
Peter Bleach is the member of is the leader of the Communist Party of India, Marxist, correct when he says that you had got some kind of an assurance from the central government in India that you would not be touched?
Yes, I couldn't hear the honourable gentleman speaking, so all I can hear is your synopsis there. I didn't receive such an assurance, but my understanding is that Kim Davy did receive an assurance that he would be looked after, and the person that would look after him was J.K. Dutt, who at that stage was a deputy director with the CBI. That is my understanding. I personally didn't receive any assurance.
1 second. Now, this is getting very interesting. I want to get Peter Bleach and Joginder Singh back into the debate. Joginder Singh, do you believe that Peter Bleach is correct when he says that this was an attempt to destabilize the Jyoti Basu government, the CPM government which was in power, so that president's rule could be declared in West Bengal? Remember the historical time. 1 second. Joginder Singh, at that time the left party looked unassailable. They had had more than 15 years in power in Bengal. What is your hunch? You followed the story. Do you believe that's true?
No, I have followed the story.
Yes.
I don't think this kind of indication was given to the CBI, at least. I can tell you with all any guard you can think of it. So far as J.K. Dutt is concerned, I am prepared to say he was straight as a ramrod. He was one of the DIGs, later on became IG under me. And I don't think he would do any of this kind of thing which is alleged against him.
Then why did you cover up Peter Bleach's statement?
Is given by a CBI official.
Why did the cover-up happen then?
It is the government level.
Joginder Singh, why did the cover-up happen? Why did you cover up the case, Joginder Singh?
No, there has been no cover-up. There has been no cover-up.
You covered up the case,
Tell
Joginder
me no, sir, anybody who wanted to give evidence, did the CBI stop him from giving the evidence here?
Really?
As it is now.
Really? Here is a quote. No, let's settle it today. I like to settle old disputes. And here is a situation. Peter Bleach, please listen carefully. Joginder Singh says, I have never covered up. And Joginder Singh is speaking as an ex-CBI director to an entire population of this country. Mr. Singh, this is being broadcast in 43 countries nationally.
Yes.
You are saying that you didn't cover up. My information is that the man you are talking to from Leeds, Peter Bleach, gave your agency, the CBI, a 30-page statement which he says he typed himself onto his computer. He gave all the details of the operation, how everything happened, who I told, who he reported to, everything was given by the CBI. Peter Bleach says, now I'm going to bring this to the brink. Peter Bleach says that you hid that statement. You in court denied that statement existed. Now I want to know today, did you do that? And if you did, were you denying the people of India?
To the best of my knowledge.
Were you denying the people of India a glimpse into the truth?
Nothing is denied by the CBI here.
No, by you.
Nothing is denied. Whatever papers are there, they do exist here. But as I told you, maybe the prosecutor at that time or investigator might have advised to the concerned officials. Everything doesn't come to director.
How?
That confession made before a police officer is not admissible even if it is signed.
Response from Peter Bleach.
No.
Peter Bleach is asking you something.
Record.
Answer, Peter Bleach.
No, I'm sorry, I can't recall them after 18 years or so.
Peter Bleach, Joginder Singh says he cannot recall it.
After 18 years. I mean, if it's something yesterday, I can recall it, but not after 18 years.
Mr. Joginder Singh, are you saying you don't remember anymore that Peter Bleach gave a 30-page statement revealing the real people behind the Purulia arms drop?
CBI did record his statement.
Where is it?
It is part of the exercise itself here.
Really?
But what exactly it was here, whether it signed or not, whether he denied, but he was sentenced.
Did the CBI lie before the court?
Term of imprisonment.
Why did the CBI? Why did the CBI say before the court that Peter Bleach had made no statement that they denied the existence of the document?
Sir, No,
Let me put another statement to you.
I can't remember the case.
No,
but the fact remains here, he was sentenced and was pardoned later on by the intervention of the British government.
No.
That is the only thing.
No, Peter Bleach.
Let me put another statement to you.
Yeah, go ahead. Peter Bleach, go ahead.
Yeah. Mr. Joginder Singh is saying that he's denying all this, but the fact of the matter is it's not just my statement that was hidden.
I don't recall. I don't know.
An Interpol senior police officer by the name of Krista Brannerud conducted a thorough investigation into the Purulia arms drop case. He sent all the facts and figures in his report to the court, and the CBI classified that as top secret and would not allow the court to put that evidence before the court itself. That report listed everything about Kim Davy, where he lived, where he was, the whole lot. The CBI denied the court access to that report. Why did he do that if he was not covering everything up?
Answer, Mr. Singh.
Well, it might have been the advisor, the legal advisor. Because, you know, there are certain things here.
It's a matter of court record as well.
Come out in the public domain here.
So this legal advisors, do the legal advisors advise the CBI? Do the legal advisors advise the CBI not to tell the truth?
No, not to tell the truth, not to reveal a particular thing.
Not to reveal a particular thing.
Might not be in the interest of the country.
Not to reveal something, Mr. Joginder Singh. What is in the interest of the country? 1 minute, Mr. Joginder Singh. What are you saying? What are you saying, Mr. Joginder Singh? What is not in the interests of the country?
What I am saying here is there is a legal advisor, additional secretary level officer of the government of India.
No, Mr. Joginder Singh. TSR Subramaniam, is it not in the interests of the country? Now you know why I called you into this debate, Mr. TSR Subramaniam. I called you as a neutral arbitrator. Is it not in the interests of this country to know whether there was a political conspiracy to topple the Jyoti Basu government using force, a plot in which allegedly forces in New Delhi were implicit and foreign and international gun runners and smugglers were a part of?
Arnab, without going into the details of this particular story that you are outlining as it is, I'm not sure if it is true or not. Yes, India should know the truth even if it is 25 years later, point number one. Point number two, if you go into every single major case over the past 25, 30 years, you will find the same type of story, the same kind of advice from the legal advisory, etc., etc. Really, if you want to get maximum out of this, the only inescapable conclusion is that the CBI must be independent, ED must be independent. If you go to the Hassan Ali case, you will find exactly the same set of circumstances. So many statements have been recorded. Lot of people in the government of India know what the facts are. They know about 8,000 crores in Switzerland. I think no more proof is required.
Mr. Joginder Singh,
it's imperative they should become independent.
Mr. Joginder Singh, I have a follow-up question.
I agree with my friend Subramaniam.
Really,
he's absolutely right.
I too agree with him. Mr. Joginder Singh, you remember the years when you were a CBI director? I used to cover the CBI. If you remind our viewers about the years when you were CBI
I remember
director.
that. I remember that.
Which years were you CBI directors?
I very much remember that.
Which years were you CBI directors?
96, 97.
96 and 97. Yes, Mr. Joginder Singh. And you and I have been following this story for a long time. You as then a CBI director, me then as a reporter in Delhi. And I asked you a question today, Mr. Joginder Singh. Mr. Joginder Singh, allow me. On taxpayer money, on money paid by taxpayers, the people of India, your CBI officers undertook very
including myself.
Huh? Yeah, including you. CBI officers went all over the world on global trots. They went to Australia, they went to Peru, they went to South Africa, I hope they had a nice holiday, and they went to Kazakhstan to look for Kim Davy. Krista Brannerud is a Swedish police superintendent. He says, I don't understand what this joke was. Because I was repeatedly telling the CBI officers between 96 and 2002, when you were CBI director 2 years, that this man is in Denmark. And I told them where Kim Davy was. But Joginder Singh, for some reason, kept sending his officers to Peru, Kazakhstan, South Africa, Australia. No, sir, please tell me today.
Nobody went in my time.
No, but what is going on, sir?
Nobody went in my time.
But they went to... No, you tell me, sir, what is going on. You tell me, sir, today what is going on.
They might have gone. No,
Why did they go?
Here, they might
Why
have
do
gone,
they go?
Not in my
Why
time.
do they go? Why do they go?
No.
Why do they fool the people of India?
Somebody must have given the information. The raw fellows would have told them possibly he is there itself to go and coordinate with them also. I can't divine, but in my time, there was only one very good DIG who was investigating the case.
Sir, you go.
And one excellent IG, J.K. Dutt has been named here.
Sir?
And but they did not go anywhere at all.
Sir,
they might have gone.
I'm talking of the man. I want to get Mohammed Salim in on what's going on. Mohammed Salim, do you think a second time Joginder Singh is hiding the truth? Because Christopher Bernard is the same police officer who was requested by the CBI. He was requested by the CBI to carry out a full analysis of what was happening at the European end of the conspiracy. He was giving you the house in which Kim Davy stays. And instead you went to Peru. God knows for what. Mohammed Salim, what's going on?
I did not go at all. I did not go.
You didn't go, others went.
I must thank you, Mr. Arnav. You have put the entire thing before the people of India, and how the CBI, the then CBI director and the CBI onwards officers, instead of revealing the fact and truth, they were concealing. And now they are saying because of the they don't have the independency, and because the prosecutors or the legal advice or the political advice or the pressure, they were not functioning properly. But at the end of the day, we find that they spent the money, they were on the tour, and they are telling the lies to the people, and ultimately, instead of revealing, they were hiding the truth. And that's why the case is not concluded. Even after 18 years, we could not get Kim Davy, and they were not interested to find Kim Davy. And that's why they allowed him to leave the country in Mumbai airport.
Can I answer that?
Then for 18 years, they're just befooling us.
Peter Bleach, my last question to you is... Peter Bleach, before I lose the subject.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that question.
Now, Mr. Peter Bleach, Mr. Peter Bleach, first of all, I want you to respond one last time to Joginder Singh, who says, I don't know why these officers went all over the place. But my question to you is, do you think Kim Davy is laughing away today at these botched up attempts of the CBI to try and get him back? Does Kim Davy really think that he will ever be brought back to India?
By getting him, he's the one accused left.
Really? Please get him back. Peter Bleach.
It's quite difficult for me to hear what you're saying, but I think you were asking me about what Mr. Joginder Singh said. And I don't understand why a respected man such as Joginder Singh is saying this on public television, because the fact of the matter is he and his officers told all these things to the courts. It's a matter of record, not just at the Sessions Court, but at the High Court in Kolkata and at the Supreme Court in Delhi. All these various allegations that you're putting to them, these were claims made by the CBI in court, and it's a matter of court record. Why Mr. Singh is making a fool of himself by denying this in public is absolutely beyond me. He and his officers flatly made these statements to the courts of India, and it's recorded in the court records. That's as simple as that. I think you asked also about Kim Davy. Yes, of course he should go on trial. I would just hope that if he was sent to India, he would live long enough to actually see that trial. Sorry? No, I couldn't hear that.
No. I know. I said, why should only Kim Davy go on trial when other 5 have been let off here? Because they could manage to get political pressure here. And in any case, the case is buried and dead.
Again, you're talking of political pressure. Again, you're talking of political pressure. No, so this time I'll have to force you. Name the people. Name the people, Joginder Singh. Who's putting the pressure? Name them. Name them right here, right now on the news.
Honestly, I can tell you in Purlia arms draft case, the only person who could influence me was the Prime Minister. None of the Prime Ministers, Cabinet Secretary will bear me out, and then Cabinet Secretary, ever said do this or do that.
Who told you?
What I resented in a few cases here, which I would not name because they are not concerned with this thing here.
Name them.
Where the Foreign Ministry said this has to be done, I said send it in writing, we'll carry out the
Well, Mr. Joginder Singh, that's another chapter.
Is not
that's another chapter. We'll open it up. But some chapters will have to be opened up, however uncomfortable. Because on television today, we are being told by a principal participant in the arms drop that there is a political conspiracy to close the file in this case.
See,
we won't close the file.
Say anything, but he can abuse the Prime Minister of India. He can say anything. I have done it. Prime Minister Narasimha Rao has done it. They are no more there itself here.
Mr.
So
Joginder Singh, you're saying
that's absolutely true. I can say that. I can say anything I like. And what's more to the point, I'm more than happy to say that to a judge of an Indian court as well. It's high time that the Indian courts heard the full story here, instead of the people having to listen to the drivel and the propaganda that comes from somebody like Mr. Joginder Singh. Let's all get together in front of an Indian judge and tell him the story. Let the judges decide. I am very happy to appear before the High Court or the Supreme Court or any court.
I hope a court is listening. And
but you got the benefit of British government intervention.
Gentlemen, don't close the Purulia story yet, because it's not over here on Times Now. It's only just begun. We will come back to the story. We'll reinvestigate it. We will get the prime witnesses. And Joginder Singh, I haven't finished my questions to you. Thank you for joining me tonight, gentlemen. Thank you very much.